you guys finish tricking the imps and getting led into the bar, Mesh slowly transforms back out of his mesh form, or out of the imp form, and closes the door behind you. Um, as you walk in, the four of you come in first. You notice some large creature just changing away, completely made out of chains, sitting at the table, or at the bar, as the bartender continues to wash the dishes. Give me an investigation check or perception.
One second.
You said perception.
Perception or invent.
You said investigation or perception?
Well, you already used your perception, so.
Investigation it is.
So as you're walking in, Dylan, you're seeing all these bodies chained to the table. Shit. What's Adam's character's name again?
Baldric.
Aldrich.
Yeah. Baldric walks in and he sees something shiny on the floor and looks down at it. And Vivian, what you're noticing is all the bodies on the table are dead. They're not breathing, and the chains look like they're restraining each other. And in the back corner, you see a large cocoon of chains as feathers and plumage is sticking out of it, and they're constantly moving and looking like they're restraining. As you guys walk in, the large chain creature smashes down on the table. He goes, "Brother, I see you're finally caught up."
Sorry, I was distracted for a second. But yes, we have.
Oh, you've come to die over this stupid bird. They knew you'd come for him.
Just as we knew you'd be waiting.
And right as you guys go to go anything, you see one of the chains come flying off the table. And hold on, let me roll this. A 13 misses your AC, right?
Mine? Yes.
You just see the chain on this table fly past you and just ends up in the spot behind you as it hits the floor. And you see it shrinking around. It's kind of moving like a snake. Everyone roll initiative.
Alright.
Where is? Hey. Oh, I didn't click my guy.
It's fine. I'll take care of it all.
Yeah, let's say, why didn't mine go in there? I had mine. Oh no, I didn't have mine clicked. Have freaking mesh clicked for some reason.
I was wondering why Mesh came up as 7. I was like, why is Mesh 7?
Oh, I have to have my picture selected for next time. Got it.
Yeah, if you click on your picture, it just puts it in there automatically.
Good to know.
Or apparently whatever you have highlighted.
I think you have control over Mesh, don't you? You can still see his.
Yeah, I've got his character sheet. Along with Craig and apparently Black Bear. Why do I have
also have
character
Black
sheet
Bear.
for a Black Bear?
Oh, that's from last night's shenanigans. Zach was back.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright. And Baldric, as you look up from the ground, from your nice shiny penny, you see the hulking chain devil in front of you. And it's your turn.
And there's also like a bartender there.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that he's fearing for his life and just looking down like, hi. As he slides another drink down towards the chains. I got rid of Black Bear for all of you. That's fixed.
I mean, like, I don't want to instigate anything. So I'm just going to walk up to the bar. And ask for a drink.
As you walk up and you begin to start looking for the drink, hold on, let me roll something. Nope. The devil actually doesn't lose focus on Dylan. As you can see, it's still glaring him down. Looking.
I mean, he's just giving him a funny look. That's not too terrible, is it?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, that's about it then. I'm going to ask for a drink. I'm going to get about to here. And that'll be my turn.
The bartender just kind of looks down and starts pouring you a drink.
Just as I planned. Alright, next.
Crunk sees the chains come flying in. He will begin to run. And he jumps up onto the bar. And we'll see. He goes for a nice swing. Enraged. Let's see if I roll Allie better than Allie rolls Allie. Yep.
Yeah, the answer's yes.
Eight slashing. Alright. He takes 4 damage.
Alright. Ellie is just leaving.
And that's fine. And Ellie comes up and stands on the bar, takes a swing and hits the chain devil. The chain devil retaliates right back and takes its swing with its left hand. What is that plus? It actually misses. As he swings the first shot, he misses completely. But as you're standing there watching this fight, the chain that's slithering like a snake dives at you again, Dylan. A 12 misses, right?
Yep. Macy 16.
The chain misses. And you start seeing the other chains all start slithering around. But there's a real weird noise over in the corner where that cocoon is. You see them all start becoming barbed with just sharpened edges, and you hear Dixon scream from inside as it tightens up, and a couple feathers and blood falls out, and it's just a slow drip of blood coming out of there now. It is Mesh's turn. Mesh will see the chain attempting to attack you. He's going to attack the chain. He's just going to grab it. And as he grabs the chain, you just see a small spark shoot out of it. Oh, talk about I gotta remember to do that with Ellie. And it is now your turn, Malrus.
So many things I could do. I don't know what. Hang on.
Oh,
Wait, are these
these.
squares smaller?
Yeah, because it's a bar. I couldn't imagine the bar being.
Oh yeah, being humongous, 100 feet across.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, that's only. Hmm. Well, I don't know how I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to attempt to get Dixon out of these damn chains. Also, that would have been a cunning action disengage on that chain up there to get away from it without taking the opportunity attack.
Right. As you've noticed, that snake chain that was back behind you, there was one of them. The ones wrapping Dixon are probably about. I'd say there's probably 30 chains.
Hmm.
I can probably deal with the chains pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah. I'm debating that as arriving that you hacking on this with my sword's probably not going to help much. So maybe I'll just step over here and attack the. Wait, how far is that? Yeah, I can go to here. Is that in range or not? I'm gonna have to wait a turn.
I'm gonna say it's a medium creature. It's probably here. Like if it's in
Yeah.
cover with trunk, so it'd be touching. So yeah, I'd say you're making
Okay.
contact with it.
I just wasn't sure how big it was or what spaces it was actually taking up.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll attack then. Hmm. Is 15 hit?
A 15 does not. As you swing in, you find the emptiness inside. You feel like it's deeper than you thought, and just a couple chains deflect everything, and the body starts to move and pivot, and you almost think the sword got pinned in there, but you got it out in time.
All right, then follow up with my dagger then.
That hits.
Bass. So there would be 16 before any reductions or anything.
For sneak attack, do you think that'd be an additional 10 points of piercing damage?
Yeah,
Sneak
I
attack
would.
is its own damage type, I
Is it
believe.
really? I figure it would just be whatever weapon I'm sneak attacking with. So if I sneak attack with a club, it would be 10 points of blunt damage.
Or maybe. Let's see. What does sneak attack say?
I really don't know what the rules are in sneak attack. Sneak attack in certain situations actually seems kind of silly to me. Like, what kind of vulnerable weak points would a monster made of chains actually have? I mean, I
Hey, you got that
understand,
weak
like,
link.
Well, you imagine
Yeah.
you imagine that
Um,
that white tiefling woman is somewhere still inside of there.
True enough. Yeah, I was just saying, like a person, you can, get a nice kidney shot in or something, but
And
goddamn weak links.
you got anything else you want to do, Dylan? While we're looking it up.
That's 100% of everything I can do.
All right,
Took my bonus action, and movement, and attack, so I'm 100% done.
all right, go for it, Vib.
Okay, I'm going to cast this on myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how does Dixon look?
You can't see him. There's just parts of his plumage just sticking out, like
Okay.
the feathers and stuff, and it's weird. There's a bunch of blue feathers, but most of them are golden as they're falling off.
That's something I was gonna ask, which I would have noticed when I ran up to it. Are the chains just like wrapping around him, or are they like pinned to the floor? Because it looks like they're almost like some of them are pinned to the floor, holding him down.
It's an actual chain cocoon around him completely,
Okay, okay,
and it's completely got him encircled, and they're just barbed. The chains.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dump acid on the chains.
All right. And what's max damage you can do with him?
12.
As you begin to pour the acid onto the chains, it it starts to melt away.
So it would do 12, and then if it hits Dixon, it would do 2 damage to him. 12 to the chains, 2 to him.
I'm gonna say it's not gonna hit him yet.
Okay.
And what do we decide on the area effect? It does half damage to all the other ones if it doesn't.
Well, for
They're-
actual items,
Because
like,
they're considered sentient.
then they would have to do a save.
Because the only stat they have is 20 AC, though. So, I don't know. Nah,
So I can roll to hit it if you want. Because
I'll do the main chain. The main chain you're going to hit with max damage. All the other ones it'll do half.
Okay, so it'd be 12 and 6. Spread out.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, I'll see how you can really miss these because they're not exactly moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the way that the chain, or the way that the acid works with items is it just does half
Ma-
damage to them automatically. Or full
max,
damage to them, any kind of item.
Alright, so you notice the main chain starts to look brittle. It's not enough to break it.
Yeah.
And they just keep wrapping around.
Okay. That would be it then.
Alright, go ahead, back to you, Baldric. As this battle is beginning, you see the bar get crushed from where he attempted to hit Crunk, and then it just kind of leans forward as the sneak attack hits him in the back.
All right. So I'm gonna grab my beer. I'm assuming it's ready for me by now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna take a long drink. I'm gonna look at the chain monster. Say, I don't know what the fuck you're doing or why you're doing it. All I know is we're gonna wipe the fucking floor with you.
Roll
Okay.
roll an intelligence check that you actually know what's going on with this fighting, or you're that into the beer. No, you notice what's going on.
The words don't change. I'm trying to intimidate him.
Uh,
That'd be 18. Because I still have the guitar.
What do we want to say that goes against? Probably
And I'd
his.
like to finish off my intimidation by throwing the rest of my drink at him after I've taken a little bit.
Nope, you win. You kind of see him just look over at you and just shit. They're becoming a lot of them, and you just throw your beer at him.
Yep.
Yeah. As you throw the beer, you hear the bartender go, "You're still paying for that."
Fucking bartender, man. What the hell?
Yeah, jeez. Okay, I'll draw my sword and shield, and I'm assuming that's all I can do for the turn, or can I move as well?
I'm gonna say you used an action. You used a minor action. You can still move, but yeah, you should be able to still move. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna move about to here. Just walking around the bar, like as I'm doing it, maybe. Yeah, and then that'll be my turn.
Just keeping those eyes locked while you're slowly walking around the bar.
Oh yeah.
That's the intimidation factor. Alright, let's see how my luck with Crunk keeps going. As Crunk, now at this point, small clouds are starting to form around him. as he hits, and as he plows the bastard sword into the chains, the lightning starts to spew off of him. Dex save. So that does 2 7 damage. And it is now the chain monster's turn. He's getting pissed. He's getting a little intimidated. He's now worried about Baldric. That's his main focus. He's going to slightly turn. I don't think he's still in a threatened square. He moves over to you.
Yeah.
He's going to whip at you with both hands. And so one's a 14 and one's a 16. They both miss you, right?
Yep, I just took out the shield, so we're good.
Alright. The chain comes flying up behind you and it misses. And one of the chains come off of Dixon. And it tries to take a swing at you too. And it misses. God damn. Dice ain't doing me any good tonight. Haven't rolled anything higher than a 7.
Except for Allie.
I'm not using dice on Allie. I'm using her stats. Alright. You can tell that the chain monster's the chain devil's getting a little intimidated by what's going on. And I got another character I gotta really. You see the big dragon walk forward and just holds up his hands as he lets loose his patented magic missile. Sorry, just taking care of all of this. Is force anything he's... Nope, he takes all of that. As he's starting to get overwhelmed by all of you, Mesh just comes right up the center, and he's just plowing him in the chest with magic missiles as he's walking forward. It is now your turn, Mowers.
Yep. Just gonna keep on stabbing.
Miss. And the dagger hits.
Yeah.
As you come in and you're getting a hard time reading the chains because it's just getting frustrated with everything. But you've noticed as you miss with the short sword, you can pin one of the chains to the side, and the dagger always feels like it makes its mark. And you see a little bit of blood start staining the chains.
Yeah. Alright, that's all for me, man.
Alright. It's now your turn, Vivian.
The exact same thing.
Alright. The first chain that you poured on finally snaps apart as everything gives out. You see the other chains all weakening.
Okay, did you want me to roll any damage for Dixon with this one?
No, there's a lot of chains still around him.
Okay. Just tell me when you do, and then I'll roll it.
Alright.
Because my next turn is going to be the same thing.
Alright, and we're back up at the top. Baldric, your turn as you are now surrounded by chains in this giant hulking monster.
I'll take a step out from behind the bar, so there's nothing between me and him.
You're going to take an attack of opportunity from the northern chain.
Sure.
Oh, just don't give no fucks. He's still got eyes locked.
Oh yeah.
Not even looking at that chain behind him.
Too armored up to notice.
You're gonna kind of notice. It rolled a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm allergic to those.
And you are now restrained. And you will take 7. You take 15 points of damage.
That's not that bad.
15.
And as it grapples you, make a. Okay, you can't do anything yet. Alright. So take your 15 points of damage, and you are now grappled and wrapped up by this chain.
Huh, okay.
Well,
Which,
maybe it is that bad.
and you notice the chain start turning into spikes and digging into you. At the beginning of each of your turns, you're going to take 2d6 piercing damage. Strength saves. Alright, so I guess you're now grappled. You can try and make the
Can I
strength
still
save.
use... I was gonna say, can I use Vicious Mockery?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, why doesn't it...
Your Vicious Mockery didn't work. I had that problem yesterday.
Okay. Let me find it.
It's fine. I just used Dixon's for you last time. I think Dixon's still set up that it should work. What's your DC?
DC 14.
Alright, so he's got to beat a wisdom of 14.
I'm about to say, you could just delete it and drag a new version into your spellbook.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
He do anything on psychic? No. Oh, he fails his wisdom save, and he's intimidated for you. And now you're saying hurtful things to him. What do you tell him?
Use whips and chains instead of fighting me like a real person. You're not even fit to fight me.
I love Vicious Mockery. One of my favorite spells.
Oh.
Not to mention, you can literally kill people with it, which is fantastic.
I figured it out.
Cool. I gave you the 4 points of damage.
Cool.
Oh, the snarling crunk up on the bar doesn't let go and continues swinging away. Oh. Alright, so the bastard sword actually... you can tell that he was getting confident with all his swings and overswings his head, and the lightning crackles off the bottom of the sword, making contact. As you watch it just sear through all the chains. And it is now his turn. So, Fabian, as you're standing there, you notice the chains really just... The ones that you haven't destroyed have gotten really tight at this point. And you just hear air gasping, and all these golden feathers are just pouring out of them. And blood, the blood puddle underneath is pretty bad. It's just not looking promising. And Baldric, as you are restrained, the chain behind you will make his attack. It's a miss. And Big Guy is going to take his 2 swings at you. Which, as he goes to swing with his left hand, you notice, and as it comes up, it goes over your head, and its shoulder dislocates and its left arm goes flying across the room, and you see the chain stick into the wall. He nat one. And
you can't even hit a restrained person.
as you just see this white tiefling's arm hanging out where the first chain was, and it's just confused at this point. What can Mesh do?
I feel like you should get like 3 bonus for that instead of doing a double attack.
Oh man. Oh shit. So, as you notice from behind you guys, you just hear Mesh chanting, and he just keeps chanting.
Jeez.
And the largest fireball he's just holding it in, and the power just keeps growing, and he throws the giant fireball, and as it hits the chain monster, you just notice all the chains around him start heating up, and it has no effect on him.
Classic.
That's the waste of a double net 20 if I've ever seen one. Fucking 3 damage. What the fuck, Mo? Hey, go ahead. It's your turn, Dylan.
You still your look up on the freaking hitting. Not to mention, it is a giant monster made of metal.
No. So, your short sword this time, you changed it up. You came in with the dagger first, because you know that you're better off with your short sword. And you pin the same chain you have been, and you slash at the arm. And you just hear her wail as she starts to bleed from her exposed arm.
Nice.
Fib.
Can I see Dixon's head yet?
You just poured it, right? This is after. As the
This
chain...
will be- I've
As...
done it twice.
Yeah, so this will be your third one. You lost one chain. Most of the cocoon's gone. His head's still encased. You can notice his arms and some of his legs are all out. They're still bound. Like he's down to having like it looks like 5 or 6 chains still just wrapped around him, but they have his head completely cocooned.
Okay. I guess I want to try and make it so I can access his mouth.
That was after
That
you.
area?
That was after you used your asset. So
Oh, that's for this turn?
yeah.
Okay. And I say, if you can heal him, Baldric, it's probably a good idea.
I'm a bit tied up right now.
And Voldrick, as it's your turn, take 2d. We're gonna take 2d6 damage, which it rolled a double nat 1, so take 6 damage.
Okay, 6 damage. Alright, if I break free, would I still have an action, or is that my turn?
That'll be your action unless you nat 20 out of it.
Well, let's see what happens. It's a strength check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It's almost in that 20.
High or low?
Low.
As you try to break out of the chains, they tighten up on you and you take another 5 points of damage.
Could I try and make a deception check to make it seem like that I'm not really struggling?
Yeah, you have to give me a deception or performance, your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over to the barkeep and be like, "Hey, can you just pour me another drink? I'm kind of getting bored over here."
He rolled a 2, so he goes, "Oh, this isn't doing anything to him."
Hey, you might need some more chains over here if you really want to do anything.
Um,
Okay, next.
let's see if I can keep my luck going with. It's a hit.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just gotta help Allie grab something.
Ah. He fails, so he takes 6 damage. And it's now his turn. So you watch Crunk come in with his bastard sword and just plows into the side of him, and the lightning sparks out. Um, in the pain, he's he has to kill Baldric. This is his one purpose with all these intimidations he's getting. So all of the chains are going to make their attack. I'm sorry, Baldric. I really am. I rolled a 19, an 18, and a 17.
Okay, well, let's go for the damage one by one. Because I still have Relentless Endurance for being half orc. So I can make it to 0 and then back to 1 once.
Alright, so let's start these damage rolls. Alright, so his first one will be um 2d6. So oh god, I'm sorry, dude. 9, 13 damage on the first one.
Yeah, okay, so I'm down to 0, then back to 1 for Relentless Endurance.
Seg. Chain hits you for 12.
Okay, so I'm unconscious.
And as you drop, I imagine the third chain wouldn't hit you. It's going
Why
to.
not?
Well, he's relieved that the threat's gone, but he's going to send that chain that's behind you to wrap up Crunk. Which it fails to do. As it shoots over to Crunk, you see him turn towards you. Dylan goes, "I'm taking care of your friends for you." And Mesh will do what Mesh does.
I'd say don't forget you got like sorcerer points and stuff, like twin spells and whatnot.
I've been casting it at level 2, which I think is the equivalent of doing Twin Spell.
I thought it just gets one extra bolt for
Oh,
high
okay.
level casts.
Okay, so I'll just
Because you
roll it
let, you
again.
let him twin spell it, because technically I don't think you're allowed to twin spell Magic Missile. We've been doing it, and
It says anything that hits multiple targets isn't allowed to be Twin Spelled, so we'll do that.
yeah.
As he turns to you, you just hear that familiar boom, 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 as Mesh is still just plowing from the other side. And you notice just chains start to break all the way around. And you're really starting to see the inside, and she's bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah.
I saw
just
it yesterday.
now. Right.
It's your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to finish her off then. Wait. Oh, clicked the wrong thing.
Alright. Roll that sneak attack on the sec dagger. Well, you don't have sneak attack. Sorry, actually, unless you tried to stealth away first.
Shouldn't I always have it if
Eye is
they're
here.
engaged?
He's got his attention on you
Oh,
because he killed Baldric.
As
I
long as he's
mean-
flanking, you should have sneak attack.
well, see, technically I should always have it if somebody else is in range, but
Okay,
I
that's
can
fine.
understand not giving it to me since he's like looking directly at me.
Well, it doesn't matter either way. How do you want him to die?
No, I'm always just going right for the throat, man.
Did you kill the boss already?
Yeah.
No, you did.
Killed Baldric.
Oh, okay.
So,
So young.
so as the chains separate and you see her face in the middle of it, then I imagine you just dive in and slit her throat, and you just watch all the chains just start going limp around her and just falling off
Yeah.
as it all comes apart. And as that's all happening, you guys notice from in the back room, you hear more noise as it comes running up. Where the fuck did I lose it? Is another style of the devil you fought at the tree, as a bearded devil stands in the hallway. Dixon, the chains around him have gone limp, but they're still suffocating him. It would be Fibian's turn right now as you see this other devil come charging in. No, sister! What have you done, brother?
As I'm looking at him running in, I'm gonna say another one, and then also internally I'm thinking, man, my dad was a fucking whore.
So, is Adam dead, or is he unconscious dead?
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Also, I can technically save him on my next turn because I have a regular healing potion.
Okay.
But
I was gonna
you wouldn't
say-
know I was gonna do that. So
I have a nice bulging fanny pack that might have 2 healing potions in it, so
nah.
Um,
'Cause I have like no
I
medicine
am
skills, so I'm not gonna attempt to just stabilize you with that.
You see the bartender just turn and what the hell? So what are you gonna do, Fib? You see Baldric bleeding out on the ground. He wrapped up in a chain that's still spiked. It's not as animated anymore.
I will go here, and I'll dump a potion down his throat. Oh, you should take Baldric off of my thing. I keep clicking on him by mistake.
You still have him. Oops,
There you go.
I
You heal for 10 Adam.
accidentally just show everyone. Nope. I had to drop that.
So how does healing work along with negative hit points? Like I know you can go like to a
you
max.
only go to
double
0
negative.
in 5e.
Oh, you do? You only go to 0? Okay. Well, say I thought if you took like maybe it's just one hit, isn't it? If you take more than double your life in one hit, you just insta die.
You instant gib.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not over double. It's like if I had 1 and my max health was 36, I think if you took 37, you would die outright. I think
Yeah, you
that's
do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
If you go, your total hit points negative in one blow, you just die. Which I guess would be pretty rare unless you're fighting something way over your level.
or you're level 1.
Yeah,
That
level
crit.
1.
That happened
we-
to one of my characters when I played with Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about that when we first started this campaign out. Was like at level 1, a battle axe, just a regular hit can damn near kill some certain characters completely.
Yeah, I did
Yep.
25 damage to one of Adam's characters at level 1. It
Yeah,
was
like
killed him.
30
Exactly.
something.
It just straight up kills you. It's fucking bullshit.
Allie was there for that.
Yep, I had this amazing backstory and everything, but it was gone in a moment. Like sneak attack, crit, bugbear, or whatever it was.
Yup.
Fucking sneak attack bugbear.
He was waiting around the corner for somebody to come through and just baseball swing crit.
Yep, two-handed sword and everything.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's what they get for rushing through the door. I'm sorry, Moo.
That's fine.
I killed Adam.
So, as you heal Adam, the devil that comes in from the notices you walk away from Dixon and reaches down and grabs him and starts sprinting out the door. Everyone give me a Constitution save. Just need Allie and Fibs.
There's
Wait,
Constitution save.
oh, I'm sorry. I was enjoying my food in front of my face.
That's
and
fine.
I completely blocked out Mew.
Alright. As normal Constitution. I don't know if you...
Wait, I need normal
Oh,
constitution?
never mind. No, save was right. I'm sorry. My bad. So, as he grabs Phoebe and you see him turn and throw down a pouch, as the pouch hit, a blinding light goes off. And, Baldric, as you're sitting up, you miss seeing the package get thrown down, and you look forward as you see him sprinting out the back door with the Kenku over his shoulder. Crump,
Okay.
you notice it too.
Okay.
And it's Baldric's turn.
I thought Boldrick died.
He just got stood up.
Yeah, just mildly unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are all standing in the bar. This devil just ran out the back door. I'm gonna... Is that gonna be your double movement? Because you had to use one to stand up.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna be
half.
double moving after him. It's half to stand up, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all over.
Yeah, I can move there with double move.
Mhm.
Actually, I can move there. That's 9.
Just chicken, it's fine.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, you could easily move there.
Yeah.
Double move. These are like half size squares.
Alright. Well, you provoked a opportunity, a preset action. Give me 1 sec.
My cat hair all over my spoon.
As you come around the corner and you come running out, you notice this dark elf male standing out backwards as the devil's running towards him. And you see him just reach up and he begins to cast a spell. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no! No, that's the worst.
Good luck.
As you come sprinting out the door, you just feel like 4 invisible hands have grabbed you and you're pinned in place as he casts Hold Person.
I know that spell.
Ooh,
I suppose.
You're
1, 2. Yeah, I would have already been double moved by now, so I still wouldn't have my action then.
Yep.
yeah. So as you come out the door, you see the dark elf male, and he goes, "Huh, you're new. They just keep picking up friends. They really forgot about this body pretty well." And he walks up to you, and as he walks up to you, he puts his hand on your chest, and your chest begins to burn.
I was gonna say, I'm not actually that new, I'm actually quite old. Ow!
And as he removes his hand, there's a sign. There's a. You've been branded with this weird symbol that you noticed that the rest of the group had on them.
I forgot about the symbols.
Putting a
Mm-hmm.
hand turkey on my chest.
Giving unwarranted tattoos.
Tell my friends I miss them. Oh, so much. And he starts walking back towards the bearded devil holding Dixon. Right now it is Krunk's turn, and whatever you want to do.
I'm sorry, I got stuff in my mouth.
I don't care. Remember, everyone else has got their eyes covered right now. They were all blinded, and you caught a glimpse.
Wait, so where's the door to get in here? Or into
Right,
the room that everyone's at?
you're right there, where right where yeah, what's his name standing? I can think Beldrick.
Oh, that's 12. Wait, 15? That was 15. Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll double move to flank him.
What are you flanking him with? Dixon's unconscious.
Oh.
They're carrying
Damn it,
Dixon. As
Well,
you're
then
actually looking at Dixon, he's a little weird. He's golden.
Huh. He's like a chameleon. I'll just say that out loud as I walk up.
And you're the one they replaced Zach with? So, as mentioned on them, he starts wiping his eyes and he walks up to the bar like, what the hell just happened? It comes up, it's Malrus's turn. You're just kind of rubbing your eyes and everyone's missing.
Let's say, can I roll to have heard people running past me? Because I was standing like right here by the back door.
Yeah, go ahead, roll a perception. No, you didn't hear them.
Damn it. So,
You're just confused. There's this giant
Yeah.
pile of chains in front of you, and once again, you were just feeling a little better. Just, you feel a bit stronger. Remember that feat we were talking about?
mm-hmm.
You've now gained that.
Nice. But my character is not paying any attention to that.
I
Like,
know.
actively not like, paying attention to it.
hmm
Just gonna ignore that. Also, so yeah, I'm confused. So I don't know what the hell happened. I'm not taking any actions.
I imagine you yell at Phoebe and like, what the fuck? Because Mesh is like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just be like, darting my eyes about trying to figure out what the hell happened.
Alright, Phoebe, your turn.
Did I roll high enough to see where they went?
Did you roll?
Yeah,
No, I got a
let's see.
14.
Well, that's the same as a Constitution save. Because you used a Constitution.
Oh,
No,
that would be
Yeah.
+3 then.
no, you have to roll the perception.
Because I just hit Constitution.
Yeah,
So that would be,
that's 10 minutes ago. If you noticed it earlier, I would have let it go because it would have changed everything. But I
Oh,
already
I'm
moved.
sorry. I should have said something.
You're hearing a bunch of voices out back.
Okay, I'll say I hear things out back, and I'll head 2, 3, 4, 5, and I would see them.
As you notice the old man stuck in place at the door.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're still carrying Dixon?
Yeah, the Red Devil's carrying Dixon right now.
2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2.
Hey, Moo.
It says my hit points are at 10, is that correct?
No. That's probably
Okay.
from yesterday.
Oh, okay, so I'm at 60.
You didn't even get hit.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Um,
sure.
I'm gonna throw a thunderstone right there.
Alright, what's the DC save?
Just
14
while they're
Constitution.
talking.
Do I need to make a con save too?
Nope, you're at range.
Oh, yay.
Alright. You notice. Where did you put it?
There.
Oh, so it wouldn't even hit Zach?
Nope.
Because Zach failed to throw the other guy past.
No, that would hit him. It's 10 foot.
That's 10 foot. So you
Yeah,
see.
from there it'll hit.
Alright.
Oh, so it would hit me then.
No, it's 2 squares away from location and the circle.
Oh.
You're 3
Well-
squares away.
But these
No, these are smaller squares because it's.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the measurement's right.
Oh, then yes, that would hit you, Allie. So you have to make a save.
Okay. Constitution?
Yeah.
I win.
Nothing happens to you.
How far does he get thrown?
10 feet towards, away from the stone. So towards me.
That away.
He hits the wall.
And then the other guy saved.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's the one I wanted to knock over.
Also, I'm imagining it knocked over all these cabbages and all this stuff here. And now this door down here at the back, you just see somebody yell, "My cabbages!"
What have you done? They were my prized cabbages.
You fucking avatar guy.
2, 3, 4,
Just pops
5.
out.
1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That would be my movement to there. And that would be my turn. I say put him down as I throw the stone too.
As you notice,
Would Allie get an attack of opportunity on him for flying out of her area?
Mm,
uh,
I actually don't think it actually does work that way. I thought it only worked when somebody actively moves.
Isn't it voluntary movement? When you
Yeah.
voluntarily
I think so.
leave?
yeah, because I imagine that's pretty. She's defending to keep her footing as Zach's flying by.
I guess that's fair.
Because it's all happening at the exact same time.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
As Zach hits the wall and starts standing up, because I'm really tired of you people, and I don't understand why I'm not allowed to kill you all.
Is hold person a concentration spell?
Yeah, so
He would have to make a concentration check to see if he keeps Adam in place then, as well.
he keeps him.
Okay.
That wasn't hard. As he turns, actually, Beldrick, you start feeling yourself loosen up. Like everything's fine. Because he drops his concentration to cast something else. And I'm going to try how bad this ends for Dixon.
Do I get an attack for opportunity for him attacking right next to me? Or for casting?
Not in 5th edition.
Oh, sure.
In Pathfinder, you do.
Yeah, I was thinking Pathfinder.
You notice a green flame begin to rise around the two of them. And it's that eerie moonlight once again, as you now notice you're standing outside in the garden. And you just see the Red Devil disappear with Dixon on his back. And
No, Dixon.
as Zach goes to take off, nothing happens. He looks around. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. It's your turn, Beldrick.
I smile to him. Say, man, you're in for a world of hurt. And then I'm going to actually cast silence on him. Spellcaster and whatnot, so I feel like everyone would be able to take him out. And before I cast, I'm going to say, hey, let's try and take this guy in for a little bit of pudding, and then I'll cast it with him being the center, so he can't get away from it.
Alright, so there's no save, right? He's just silenced.
Yeah, and he can't cast anything with a verbal component.
Alright, Kronk, it's your turn.
Did you hear what I said, Krunk? I hope you did, because we can't talk anymore.
I did, yes. Luckily, I'm a barbarian, so nothing is verbal for me. I'm going to rage. And I'm going to attack.
I'm pretty sure you're still raging technically. Well, no, I guess.
Nana made an attack, so she's actually on her
Yeah.
first step of exhaustion. Hit.
And does a 20 hit? 12 damage.
You just come down with this big slice into Zack, and you catch him from the side, and he just starts barfing as he hits the wall. And he just looks up, and his eyes glow with that green flame, and he, for some, being the devil that's inside, you take, do a dexterity save. But you gotta beat a 14. Oh, you beat it anyway. So you take 9 points of damage as the green fire just erupts out from him. You just notice he's angry. There's no words going on right now. There's absolutely no sound.
Okay.
And it is now Mesh's turn. Let me see. He starts hearing everything going on in the back, and he starts spreading like, God, sounds like there's trouble back there. And he makes his way to the doorway and sees Zack and goes, oh, this can't be good.
All in silence.
Yeah, I guess he. I don't.
Once he gets
Would the
to
zone
that
go
point,
through the wall?
He was outside of the range to begin with, but then he walked into the range, and everything must have been like just pure silence after that. I think it's 20-foot radius.
Yeah,
So
so,
he
it would
just.
be like this,
Mm-hmm.
but it wouldn't. I don't know. That's hard to say.
I wouldn't
I
know
don't
if it would affect the
count as
building.
going up here. That would be your call if it does.
I wouldn't say it goes through like the cell with the door being open. It's spilling into that room, but Malrus isn't feeling the effects of it right now. And so you see Malrus come around, or Mesh come around the corner, and he goes to shout something, and nothing comes out as he holds his hand forward. And that's the end of his turn as he's confused. Malrus, your turn.
Oh, sorry. I was
That was tasty.
working on my character sheet.
You heard a whole bunch of noise, and then all of a sudden nothing from out back.
Yeah, so I believe that would spike my curiosity enough to want to go, see what the hell's happening. Let's see. Wait, how far is that? That's 10. Can I technically get there?
Yeah, that's a big doorway. Hold on, let me just see if I can drop it.
Oh, so this whole thing's a door all the way across there. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I
bam.
was just making sure if I could actually move to there or not. Let's see.
You see Zack just hit up against the wall.
6-ish. Why?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I want some answers. So, I'm going to attack, but I want to do,
Subdue
non-lethal
damage.
damage. So if I hit,
You hit.
I just want to bash in the head with like the pommel of the sword.
The dagger misses. And you smash Zach into the side of the head, and you just notice he's just completely starting to get dazed by everything. You keep seeing him look up to the sky, and he's mouthing something, but nothing's happening. Actually, you would have got an opportunity, advantage probably with that. No, you wouldn't. Never mind. Go ahead. Fabian, your turn.
I am going to. Can I reliably move over these?
Yeah, they're
would I
all
knock
knocked.
them out of the way.
They're already all knocked over from your spell. So there's just cabbages everywhere. The
So I'm
cabbage
gonna
guy's just crying.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw Alchemist Fire at him for a crit.
Go
You
ahead.
say that so naturally.
And that'd be first, and that'd be the second set of damage. Oh no, hold on. It calculates it automatically. 2d6. Oh yeah, okay. So it'd be. Why did it only do 1d6
11.
on the second?
Oh, and we'll take in that 3. So,
Yeah,
11,
that's fine.
14.
And then I will move to here.
So you just see him erupt into flames, and his mouth's open like he's screaming in pain. Still nothing's coming out. It's
Yeah.
just that
As I
eerie
pull out-
silence.
Yeah, and I'll pull out my dagger as I go up there.
Alright, it's back up to Baldric's turn. As you just see Zach looking around at everything as he's just cursing, and you kind of see that he's defeated, and he's just sitting up against the wall.
I'm going to see if I can drop the silence early. It says duration up to 10 minutes, so I would assume
You could drop the concentration on it.
Yeah, it's a concentration, so you can pick your length.
Alright, I'm going to drop it, and then I'm going to look at him, and I say, back down now, and it can stop. And I'm going to try and intimidate him.
As you drop down, he uses his action that he readied. And everyone has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I failed.
Oh, wrong one again. Oh. Can I just keep the 15?
Oh, shucks.
As you drop this spell, you notice a thunderwave just crack out from his feet, and everyone's pushed back 10 feet. And we take 2d8 damage.
Man, I tried to do things the easy way. You know, I tried to give him a chance, and this is what he does to us.
So, what did you say we get thrown back to?
Yeah, you get thrown back 10 feet from. He's the base of origin, so everyone's thrown back 10 foot from him.
So I collide with Mesh because he's out of range, right?
And I'm going. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Oh, these are smaller squares. Oh, oops. Okay.
Well, you and Mesh are on top of each other, prone, pretty much. He failed to catch you.
So I'm just gonna say I'm like right here, since you can't really occupy the same square. I mean, technically you can, I guess, for both Night Down.
You see Zach just look at it and goes, I warned you to leave me alone. We just needed to take the Azamar. Your father told me not to bug you, to let you and your brothers have their squabble. And you just see him reach up to the sky. And he goes, I'm ready to leave now. And he just stands there. And it is Krunk's turn. As you see Zach just standing there, like, looking up, like, any time now?
I'm going to move back up. And I'm going to attack.
How do you gonna attack? Just go for the
Oh,
neck?
sorry, with my bastard sword, just swing at him.
You hit.
11 damage.
As you hit, you just see him just cough up a ton of blood at this point. This is really getting irritating. And
Snarl. Brrr.
Mesh is going to attempt to nope. Mesh can't manage to get himself untangled from you, Maurus. The two of you are still struggling. You're on top of him. And it's now your turn. Roll a athletics to stay. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice, to get up off of Mesh. So you kind of side leap off and get off of him without an
Yeah.
issue.
So that's half my movement, but I can still move back up. No
Mhm.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go with what I did again. Just gonna try and knock him out. Let's see. Ooh,
It's
What, Mew? Come here.
not with a dagger though.
nope.
Come on.
You hit him with the short sword and he just swats your other hand away. Stop, you insignificant. You no idea what you were messing with. Hey, you can tell that he's not paying attention too much to you guys. He's more or less bothered. This was a decent looking body before, not so much anymore. You guys keep ruining it. Phoebian, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try and knock him inside.
Instead of what?
I'm gonna throw a thunderstone here.
Alright, what's my save on that again?
14 Constitution.
He fails and he's pushed into Malrus.
Yeah, I'm aiming to push him into the building.
Which means he's just gonna slap into me, and we're both gonna get knocked down.
Alright, both of you are prone in the positions you were at from the collision.
If it stops him from teleporting away, though.
One. You both take 1 point of damage.
Sorry, my goal is to make it so he can't leave. Oh, I guess I'm close enough. I gotta make a save too. Nope.
Pre-detonation, you know what that's like, right? Fabian, you're enraged at this point. Zach was, as much as you guys had your differences, was your friend. And this body snatcher is fucking just walking around in your friend's body.
Take him out.
So it comes back up. It's Baldric's turn. Who's...
I'm unconscious.
Oh, you...
He didn't have a lot of health when he went back there again.
Yeah,
Okay.
the 10,
Give
the 13
us your
damage
death.
from the thunder wave.
Give us your death saving throw. Well, the first one's a
Okay,
fail.
yeah, sorry, I didn't see the first one. Yeah, so I failed one.
And Crunk, it is your turn.
At least it wasn't a crit fail, Adam.
Yeah.
You're right, it could be worse.
That could
What?
have been 2 fails.
Hey, his book would be worth so much more when he's dead.
That's true. Attack. That was almost. That was almost a natural 20. 8 damage.
As you hit him again, he's just really starting to cough up blood now. He's still looking irritated as he's sitting there on the ground looking up at the sky. Ah, this fucking sucks. And he starts reaching back up to the sky. Mash will... What will Mash do? Mash is gonna walk up, look right down at him, and go, well, at least hostage exchanges are a thing we can try. And you just hear, from inside, or wherever you're standing, you just hear the sounds of the magic missiles thudding him in the head. And then silence. As Zach's
Nice.
subdued, unconscious on the ground. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You now have an unconscious Zach.
He is unconscious.
He's unconscious, he's subdued,
Is
damn
he-
it.
Is he stable?
All he did was get knocked out. He just pretty much Mesh stood over top of him, and because he was sitting on the ground, and just used magic missile to fucking keep banging his head against the ground until he was unconscious.
I
I
was
break
saying
his legs.
every magic missile hits him and his head hits the ground, and it comes back up, and then
I break his legs at the kneecaps. I'm just raging, and I just will double fist on both of his kneecaps at the same time.
I go to find Baldric because I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Should I do another death save?
Actually, I want you to roll an investigation because he's knocked all them barrels over to see if you see him in there.
Sure.
Yeah, you see him.
Okay. I will dump a normal healing potion down his throat. 2d4 plus 2, right?
It's good enough. I'm pretty sure combat's over, but
Or just gives him an auto stabilize.
Dylan and Mesh, you guys feel normal, but for some reason, Krunk and Fabian and Baldric, all of you are kind of starting to feel like you hear something, but it's like in the back of your head.
Man, this ringing in my ears just won't go away.
Can I still break his legs? I kind of really want to break his legs.
I thought you already did.
Yeah, we thought you already did.
Oh, no one said anything, so I wasn't sure if that happened or not.
Roll me a strength check just to see if you crit. Crit fail. Nope, they're broken.
Yes.
Wasn't that your friend at one point?
Not Krunk's.
No, not mine. Krunk never really knew Zach. He only knew that he was the man that went to the moon and brought all the demons down.
Our friend is no
Oh.
longer in that body as I go over there with a rope and tie him up.
All
yeah,
right.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I'm doing, is tying him up. Also, I would have said to Krunk, stop. Better off alive.
At least he can't walk, and I unrage.
You have to carry him.
I'll drag him by his hair.
Sure. I am gonna head back into the tavern and check out the different tables to see if these people are alive on them.
Give me a medical check. As you see the bartender just using his broom, pushing all of the fucking chains into one pile.
That was for one for each person.
They're all dead.
Also, somebody should really question this fucking bartender, man. This dude's weird.
I'm just gonna cure light wounds myself.
Well, what's the voices in our head saying?
You can't make it out.
Oh.
I'm just associating it to a headache right now. I got knocked back into the wall.
Give me... If everyone makes their way back in, everyone give me a perception check.
My favorite.
Dylan, as you're walking in, and the guy's mopping up all the mess and everything, and he's sweeping in, you see one giant pile of chains. You see the white tiefling's corpse just kind of thrown out into the front, just kind of sitting in the middle of the room, like that one right there. And he has another pile of just golden feathers, all piled up. And you kind of remember them from when you were in the prison. As you look down at your hand and the ring's still there.
Might have to confiscate those.
I certainly don't want them. This ring arm makes me feel weird on the inside.
Perfect. I am. So there's a bunch of golden feathers in like the center of the room.
You wouldn't have noticed them. Like
Okay.
you're so distracted with the corpses and everything, and Mesh missed it too. And what did you say the feathers made you feel, Dylan?
Weird, because I mean, they are like something holy, aren't they, or celestial anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I notice them?
I just figure like just makes my character uncomfortable.
I meant to say just
Just
Dylan
weird.
rolled a perception because it just looks like plumage to you guys. Like it's just bird feathers. Him and Mesh had that moment that Dixon turned his feathers into a ring for both of them and told him to wear them.
Oh, well, I was going to say, can I make one into a quill?
Yeah, you can. You can take one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one and use it as a quill.
That's actually what I wanted to do too.
Crunk would have
But
no
I wanna
reason to do.
hide- I know, but I want to hide the fact that I'm taking a quill.
You're too busy dragging Zach out.
Also, I'm now searching my sister's dead body just because I want to find the dagger I threw at her.
what,
Wait, roll an investigation.
what did you want to look for?
That
Oh yeah, the dagger
I
you
threw.
hit her with.
As
Goddamn dagger bag.
as you're digging, roll me the investigation.
Let's see.
Alright, so while you're digging around in her corpse, and you notice dug into her shoulder is your dagger, but as you're running your hands around, you find her hidden holster, and as you pull it out, it's this very decorative dagger all the way around. It's got a little bit of gold lining going through it. It's a +1 dagger. No.
Again, awesome. Yeah,
So
definitely gonna take that. Fancy dagger.
So you guys now are walking around carrying the Zach. What do you guys plan on doing? You've made your way out of the cathedral, like where the small claims court was, up in the walled off section. You guys were kind of in the crafting district in that like a little north of, it's like right at the active docks. I'm trying to get my thing to ping. Right there, that's where the square was. You walk through. In the tavern and everything. You're
So
carrying.
that's where the tavern is that we're at.
Yeah, you're probably right here in this corner. This
Okay.
was that square you came through.
I want to search Zach first before we leave with him.
As you're going over Zach, there's nothing on him. No gold. No nothing. It's just him in his standard clothing that you guys left him in.
On the way out, I'll also pay for my one beer. I will leave no tip.
As you're not leaving a tip, you see the guy. You hear the guy just mumbling as he's hauling up all these chains and starts dragging him out the back.
See, the
Looks like
general
a good
atmosphere
fucking-
just wasn't that good.
Think they would have cleaned up after their fucking messes. I'm getting tired of all this fucking bullshit in this goddamn town.
I like how nobody questioned that bartender about why he was like, there and unharmed, why they went to his bar.
I didn't even notice him there. I was too focused
everyone-
on everybody else.
roll me a perception check as you guys are all walking out.
All of us?
Everyone who can read.
I can read. My intelligence is 12. It's above the normal.
As you're walking out of the bar, you notice Dylan's gonna get. Malrus is gonna get the best laugh at this because he's looking. He goes, "Why didn't no one question me?" And he looks to the side, and there's a sign, and it just says "Best Tavern in all of Belavesh." Number one drinks and bartender extraordinaire, and it's just a picture of the miserable bartender cleaning his cups. A+ service.
Well, I am satisfied. My curiosity is satisfied.
It was the best place in town.
Not knowingly at the sign and keep walking.
Crunk sees it. He gets a little bit of a laugh out of it, and the rest of you just wander out. Where are you guys taking the prisoner? Are you gonna trust the system? You gonna take him back and hide him in your room and try and...
Let's hide him in our room like he's the thing that the parents told us we could never have, but we now have.
You mean a puppy?
Yes.
I say we take him there and see if there's a reward.
I will second the reward.
So, are you turning him in at Bertha's, or are you turning him in at the keep? Are you gonna turn him over to the Adventure Corps, or to the,
I'm gonna go to the court. I'm gonna specifically ask for,
Dashin?
oh, what's his face? Mesh. Mesh? I think it's Mesh.
Mesh is Gary.
God guy.
Frederick?
Yes, Richard.
Alright.
I'm gonna specifically ask for him.
So, as you guys head back towards the Adventure Corps, you wander up to Bertha's. You guys all get the feeling that it's probably best to go see Helen's office, and talk to her, seeming she has all the post. And as you walk in, you just notice, you just hear tons of birds flying in and out, and you just see her at the desk just writing letters nonstop. She goes, "You guys don't understand how much paperwork you always make for me. And, oh, not blood. Please don't let him drip on my floor." As she looks at, the two broken legs still dripping blood.
I can cut his tongue out if you want.
Wait, why would I want his tongue?
Because then he
cast
can't cast spells.
But then you can't talk.
Just, you know, since I tied him up, I would have gagged him. I was going to specifically make that point when we were doing that whole situation.
Could you break his hands so he couldn't do somatic components?
Oh, I should break his hands.
No.
Please don't do that in my office. What is he even here for?
This is the one that...
He flew to the moon and brought demons.
Yeah, he's the one that destroyed the farm and made the demons come and all that.
Okay, well, the court doesn't care about that. That's town's business, but... why don't you talk to Dixon? That's Dixon's territory.
They took him to the moon.
Yeah, Dixon's gone.
Wait, what?
Yeah. His, this guy's brother took him.
And you just see her. She just spins in her chair as fast as she can, and you just see her come to this desk you never see her at that's just covered in orbs. And she runs her hands down all of them, and she goes, "We have an emergency. I need everyone back here." And everyone goes, you hear some voices just arguing, "We're busy with the front line," and they're just saying, "No, don't hang, oh god, Cold Celestial," and you just see everyone just get dead silent. Well, he goes, "Meeting in 2 days, we'll be back." And you just see her turn, and she goes, "Everyone's still on the front lines, so, you guys mind babysitting him for 2 more days? And not leaving him in my office, bleeding, please?"
I can still break his hands and cut out his tongue.
I can heal his legs, but his office and in here is probably the safest place for him.
How do I end up
'Cause
in
it's
these
secure.
situations? I'm a secretary.
Do you know a more secure place?
I hate you guys so
That's-
much right now.
That's what I thought.
It's pretty common.
Let me. I'm gonna call in an order with the Self Corp. I'm gonna see if they can conjure us in a jail cell in the corner. It, or maybe the dwarves can get in here and put something together for us real quick. I had such a good idea for a ficus plan over there. And you just see Helena just kind of flown over and send 2 ravens out. So, you notice the doors come in and they bang out a cell real quick for you. They drug in a couple cots. What's everyone's game plan?
Take a nap.
Be sad that I can't rip out his tongue.
I'm staying here.
Alright, so no one's gonna leave for the 2 days. You guys are just gonna live with Helen.
No, I'm gonna go visit Zach, the
I
other
am.
Zach.
I'll stay here and I'll help Helen with odd and ends of bookkeeping.
I will also help, but at the same time, I'm not going to be very helpful.
I'm gonna try to
Roll.
make money by brawling.
Roll me a d20 plus your charisma modifier for how helpful you are. So just roll me your charisma.
I was going to ask about the guitar. Is that like an attuned thing?
Right now it's just being in its presence has made you feel greater.
Okay, so when I have it, I have +2 charisma, you said, and what was the other abilities?
I think it gave you +5 to performance.
Oh, shit.
You weren't supposed
All
to.
right.
You weren't supposed to keep it, but this is a thing now.
I don't really want to have 19 charisma. That seems a little bit out of hand. So I'm just going to say, do you know what? We should store this until he gets back.
Well, it's just +5 to your performance check.
Yeah, but it also gives me 19 charisma.
That's not too bad at our level.
That's pretty powerful.
Well,
That's
no.
pretty crazy.
What's your charisma right now?
17.
It is a celestial weapon.
Yeah, it's only another +1, Adam.
That's +2.
Plus
Well,
one.
No, 7. You go from 17 to 19. It's just another +1.
I mean, yeah.
Just keep the
All right,
stupid thing.
I guess I'll keep it. I don't like it.
You're gonna get used to
Powerful
it, and then
shit.
hopefully it gets taken away.
Perfect. So I'm just going to change my charisma to 19 for now, and then put a note and thing. Yeah, okay, so a charisma check.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So as you're up there and he's trying to help with the maps and everything, you're just progressively just flirting with Helen, non-stop, and it just keeps distracting her from the work she's trying to do with him.
Perfect. Yeah.
I obviously notice him doing that.
You're just jealous.
Don't be a cock block. Everyone hates a cock block.
All right.
I'm not there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
So from
obviously notice him doing that.
Mesh is sitting with the prison cell, just keeping his hands ready in case he's got to knock Mesh back out or Zach back out.
And I would have stayed for the first couple hours, and then by that point I would have gotten bored, and then I would have snuck out when nobody was looking.
Roll me a stealth check.
All right.
As you're leaving. Oh, everyone rolled a nat 1. I mean, if you guys want to actually give a shit if anyone was paying attention to him, Dylan just kind of...
Yeah, Dylan can do what he wants.
Yeah, so you just told no one noticed
Yeah.
his Malrose is gone. All right, Zach. What are you trying to, or whatever? Krunk. What are you trying to do now with Zach?
Oh no, I'm not staying for the 2 days. Or sorry, I put my mic down. I'm not staying for the 2 days
Yeah,
there.
you went to go find Zach.
Yes, I want to try to brawl for money. Just to make some money brawling.
So you walk into the smash and grab, and how are you trying to present this grand idea of yours?
Zach, we can make money by smash.
That's just what you walk in and say.
Yes, just open the door and I just start with that. Nothing else.
Light bulb goes off above their head.
Roll me a persuasion.
Where's the persuasion? Yes! Yes!
As you walk in and you just yell this, and you just see, because he tied you, you just see Zach, sweeping the floor and look up and be like, "Oh, what's puny orc want? What about money?"
We can smash people for money.
I just smashed you and take all your money. I've done it once.
No. No. We fight people and we know we're going to win, so we bet money. And then we take their money.
So who are we smashing?
Anyone. I didn't think this through very well. Just
So
go
as
around and say,
as
"Who
you
wants to fight
wait
me?"
as you say that, the doorbell rings, and you just see Zach kneecap the guy who walks in and smash his skull. And Zach just takes his coin purse.
How much money did he have?
None of-
the bandit.
None of your business. And you just see Zach drag the corpse into the back. We're closed. Go away. Yeah, you're getting thrown out of the shop.
Okay. Damn it. That's not at all how I wanted it to go down.
That's how you
Okay.
explained it to him.
I know it is. I go in.
expect?
He's crying. Matt's crying.
Beat up people and take their money. That's just stealing.
I wanted to do like at the bar.
It's a revolutionary new idea.
So Matt, as you're walking out, because you left a couple hours after, you're walking out of everything. Give me a perception check real quick.
God damn it.
As you're walking out, you just see this little old lady, or not old lady. It's someone's wife. Has anyone seen my husband? He went out earlier to pick some things up, and we haven't seen him. And just you're like, that's weird. So
Put that on side quests. Get back to that one.
it's like, yeah, I could probably help her out. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, what's your plan?
Nothing really. I'll do some smarter shopping. You don't have to play that if you don't want. I was changing my getting rid of my
Dagger.
bow and doing that dagger thing we were talking
Okay,
about.
so
with
we're
darts.
switching. So you make your way down into the lower arcana, and you talk to a few people. Roll me a sleight of hand real quick.
Okay.
Alright, so just kind of walking around, a little thief canting, you find out that there's some stuff going down at the old docks, just some gambling and all that fun stuff. If you want to roll me you had cards or dice?
think I had both actually. I just
Pick
didn't.
one. Pick one and just roll me it 3 times, and we'll see if you roll over. If you can roll over a 15 3 times, you won for the night.
All right, give me just a second. I need to put this into my character sheet.
That's fine. Sorry, I thought you still had them.
I mean, I technically have it in my inventory. I just didn't have it set up. I don't think.
All right.
So give me just a second so you can do something else real quick. I'll
Alright.
do that.
All right. So, as the first night's coming to a wash, you're seeing uh you're seeing the hall doors open, and just a couple of guys come in. Dashing came in and looked over at the crate at the cage. He goes, "Oh, this is terrible. They took fucking Dixon. What are we going to do? It's I wonder what they did to him." And you just keep noticing them poke out their heads and just looking up at the cracked moon that hasn't moved now in maybe about 3 weeks. I just hope you're okay, buddy. And just a couple high officers are coming in, people you've never seen before. And the second night comes in, we're letting Dylan's kind of wandering in the morning. He's stumbling a little. We'll figure out how he made out on his night. I imagine, what's Crunk been doing? Is he going around town killing people and taking their wallets?
I'm walking around seeing if anyone wants to challenge me to a fight. But I'm looking for the stupid people who I know I can win against.
Roll me a charisma check as you're doing this to people. Alright. As you've been walking around and these people have told you, we're rewinding time a little bit, that there's a place at the old docks that the orcs all fight at.
At the docks, you said?
Yeah, at the old docks where you heard these guys have had interesting encounters before.
I will go there.
And you notice,
Like we were here before.
and they tell you that it is a building in the southeast corner of the old docks, right by the old sewer exit.
Oh, right there. Okay. I will go there. Isn't this the same place that Zach
And
told the people that he could get money?
this is the orc refugee.
Yeah.
It got repurposed, seeming that no one was living there anymore. As you wander in, there's a bunch of underhanded people going on, and you see Maurus in the corner. Are you playing cards or dice?
Playing dice this time.
Are you going to make interactions with him, or are you just gonna walk around trying to fight everyone?
I'll be like, hey, and then I will walk around, trying to brawl with someone.
Roll a perception, Dylan.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You hear a voice that sounds familiar behind you, but you're pretty into your dice game. If you got your dice, you can roll your 3 dice roll.
Yeah. Apparently, there's no real rules for it. It's just
Roll me a
depending on-
d20 plus whatever sleight of hand goes off of. So whatever the sleight of hand is, just roll me that stat.
Okay. A d20.
So you pretty much can just roll me, what is it, dexterity?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll me 3
I mean,
dexterity.
like I said, it just depends on whether like I'm trying to cheat or if I'm trying to like bluff at cards. It would be whatever
And that's just
stat, and then apparently if you're proficient, it's your proficiency bonus on top. So it'd be like, because I'm just playing, I'm not really cheating this time, so it'd just be dexterity rolls plus proficiency. So all those are +2. So it would be a 15 and two 14s.
So you're not having the best luck tonight. You won a round. You're not losing too much. You're almost breaking even. You're only down like maybe 10 gold as of right now, and you just hear a lot of erupting going on behind you as Krunk has now gotten a large crowd together to start fighting in the pits in the center. So
have I noticed that this is happening?
you've noticed that there's a giant circle coming up. Krunk, you are now in the middle of the room. There's just a bunch of. We're gonna use the theater of the mind on this one. So you're in the bar. They've all cleared out the tables in the center. You see other people pushing. This Tabaxi man is cracking his back and knuckles. He goes, no weapons, straight strength. He goes blow for blow.
Deal.
I looked away for 3 seconds, and there's a fight going on.
Alright, so
You're not there, Adam.
No, I mean like in real life. I was talking to my brothers.
No.
let's
Ali
just
started a
do
fight club.
just roll me, because he's gonna have the same strength. Just roll me 3d20 and we'll see whoever gets the best out of 3 wins. So yeah, just roll me 3d20.
Like roll 3d20?
3 separate times. Yeah, just rolled 3 separate times for 3d20.
Oh, 3 times. Okay. Am I supposed to be adding my strength to this?
No, you
or-
guys are equal and so you come in your first round and you're still a little worn out from the normal fight, or from fighting all morning, because you would have had 2nd level exhaustion for blowing your rage twice.
Yep.
You come in, you're getting the upper hand on this Tabaxi. You're just staying up high, you're hitting him. You give him a black eye, he's pretty bruised up, but about 2 minutes into the fight, you're feeling sloppy, and the Tabaxi's just starting to read you. And he just gets in, and he's getting low, and he's just flurry of blows nonstop. He's staying underneath of you. He's dodging. He gets you down on the ground. You finally regain control. You're like, all right, this is it. You're starting to spike into your rage a little, and as you come up and swing, he just sidesteps like just out of the way, takes his elbow and hits you right in the nose, and just completely everything goes black for you.
Oh, okay.
He rolled a 5, a 17, and then for the finisher was a nat 20.
Nice. All right,
So-
then.
How much did you bet on this fight?
I didn't say.
About 10, 15 gold?
Probably. Yeah, so probably about 15.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like a normal.
So as you're watching this, Malrus, you just watched Krunk just get knocked the fuck out.
I'm just gonna snort and go back to my game.
Do you want to take another 3 shots at your card games for the rest of the night? Is Krunk sleeping on the floor tonight?
Yeah, we'll go another round, and that'll be it. So, do 3 more dex rolls.
You sit down and you start that next game, and it's just fuck. You're almost there. You just can't get anything out of it, and then you're feeling good on this next one. You put a little bit of gold down. You're like, if I win, I break even, and just on the river, you just fucking end up pulling it out of your ass. And you're like, you know what? I'm even now. What's an extra 20 gold down? You drop 20 on it. Everything rolls out. You come out on top one last time. So you're up. You're up 40 gold from whatever you came in with. And it is now becoming daybreak.
So yeah, at this
So-
point, I think I'm just gonna wander back to, where we're holding the
hmm
the demon dark elf thing.
So as you're leaving, you notice that the bar and everything is completely getting taken away. Like, this is a mobile speakeasy. Like, it's never in the same place twice. And as everyone's pulling everything out, Krunk is still snoring on the floor.
Just walking on past.
So as you're getting back to the Tech to the Core's halls, you're noticing there's a bunch of noble steeds and everything outside. And everything. You're walking up the staircase, and the doors are open. There's guys talking outside. You see Dashing just kind of leaning up against the pillar, still trying to reconcile with what's happening. You go inside. You see Fibian. Fibian and Baldric had gotten cots and they were sleeping. Mesh is wrapped up in his nice royal linens, sleeping on his bedroll. And you just notice Zach sitting up, gagged in the corner of the cell, just glaring at you.
I am going to proceed to flip him off as I lay out my bedroll.
He just rolls her eyes. So you guys probably get another, I'll say you get another 4 or 5 hours of sleep before Helen comes around and starts poking all of you to wake you up. Krunk, you're dragging ass in here. You only got a short rest.
Okay.
So you're still, you're down to just one exhaustion point. You still haven't, you need to sleep. You're beat up.
Yes.
That Tabaxi put in some fucking work on you last night. Helen starts to get you all gathered up, and through the doorway you just hear the loud thud as they blow open, and you see Raytrigg coming down the center. What the fuck happened? As he just comes up to the group of you and just smashes his sword down. I can't get any more bad news out of you guys. What happened?
Big demon guy.
But-
Came. Took him.
Before Matt says that, I want to. Am I there back there now? Because I'm just exhausted, right?
You're wandering in. You're a mess. You see these giant piles of bedrolls, and all you want to do is sleep. You have the worst headache in the world.
I'll say, I'm sorry I got kicked out of the store. It's not my fault. Zach kicked him in the kneecaps and took him in behind the store, and then I'll just conk out on a bedroll. It's not my
What
fault.
in
I
the
got kicked out of the store
Fuck.
and out.
Magic's are eventually going to kill all of us.
I'm so.
Will
someone
I'm going to
please-
kind of pipe up on this conversation. Say, there were 2 devils, demons. I don't know what type they were. I'm not really a specialist on this sort of thing. We were able to fight off one of them, but you can't win them all.
Yes, but how did they even get Why do you have his? Why do you even have Dixon's guitar? Who is this guy?
Hello.
How did they
I'm
get that
Mulder.
away from him?
So Dixon, both Besh and
Maurus.
I keep forgetting Malrus's character. They got arrested on some bullshit charges. So Dixon came and helped defend him, and dropped or passed his guitar off to us while he went in there. And then demon guys arrived, crashed the party, killed the whole jury. Dixon went running after them and got captured.
No, Dixon didn't go running after him. Remember, they jumped him on the.
Oh, they jumped him on the stand.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, they jumped him on the stand, knocked him out, and drug him out to the tavern, and then chained him to the table.
A chain devil. This is getting out of hand with these tieflings and transforming. They've been doing it all over. Anyone of a white-born tiefling has been metamorphing into allowing the devil to take over.
Yeah, there's 3 of them total. We killed one. You can see our old partner there, the one that caused the whole farm incident in the cage. Captured him so you could bring him back for turn him in. And then the other guy with Dixon got away.
This is unbelievable. But we do have one we can get answers out of. This is wonderful. At least something good came out of this. But we need to get Dixon back. He's the only surviving offspring of Solaris.
Well, he got teleported into the sky
It's
with
not
a big
like,
green pillar flame.
and it's not like someone's just gonna come knocking on the door and save our asses on that. And as he says that, you hear.
Wow, that's
Why
a great
did
time.
I
Did you
open
time that?
my mouth?
That should be my breakfast.
As you turn, and the doors just start shaking violently, and they just blow open. And in the middle, you see this normal-sized human, trench coat, hair slicked back between his horns, and walking up. And just everyone around him is frozen in fear.
Quite the entrance.
As you go to say something, all you hear is Velfar's voice, Malrus's father. Well, 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 well. Well, look what we have here. We have a real issue, don't we? And just walking straight down the center, he stops, and Maurus, this guy looks exactly like you. Just more, he's a little more clean-shaved, a little older. And he cracks his back, he goes, "It's been a while since I had to wear one of these skins." And as he holds out his one arm, it's just straight bone, and then the flesh wraps back around it. Because it looks like you guys have something of mine that I'd really like back.
As an aside, I'm thinking I don't see the resemblance.
Boy, I have so much I have to say to you, but I'm proud of everything you've been able to do with those weaker brothers and sisters. But I've come to make an exchange. And as he's talking, even Ridtrick can't move right now. Only you five.
Oh, so it's just me.
Hmm?
So it's just me.
It's you. It's everyone who's branded can still move, so it's the original group.
Oh, okay.
As they're all frozen in place. Well, as much as I'd love to just burn the city down and kill everyone. There's the point that I'm still trapped in the moon and not really here. Like, look, as he walks up to you, and he goes, "Go ahead, swing at me."
Just gonna very gingerly just poke him in the forehead.
As you go to poke him in the forehead, your hand goes through him, and you kind of feel a little static. Yeah, I can only project myself. Well, for the moon sees, and seeming I anchored it off here, so I get to see you all day. How proud I am to watch the home videos. What the fuck's a video?
The home projections.
I do need my mistress back. Well, as much as a mistress that she is. I've come to offer a trade.
So,
We might accept.
yeah.
Usually, when you say you're offering to trade, you say what you're offering to trade.
I figured you guys had the common sense to know what it is. And he snaps his fingers, and behind him, floating in all the chains, is Dixon. Because I really.
I'm gonna take a step forward and poke him in the head.
As you poke him in the head, you get a little bit of physical contact, and all of a sudden it was like pressing the play button on a cassette as he starts to look up. And I have such a killer hangover. The weird thing about Dixon right now is he's still all gold. He's actually illuminating a little bit.
But only the two people see that?
Nope, everyone sees the glowing burb. Just give me back my mistress. And I will
Your
leave.
mistress. But there's no lady devils here.
But
He
you
points
mean like
to-
the
He points to the cage, Zaxxon. You know the deal.
Oh.
Just give him.
You like it the other way. Okay. I didn't know your dad was like that.
Yeah.
maybe you're tired of the one flavor.
You know what? And he snaps his fingers. And Dixon's gone. I came down here to be civil because I love my son. And the chance to see him is wonderful. But if this is what it's going to be like, I will leave. And you will all burn.
How do we know Dixon is still in that body? You know, because Mr. Loose Skin there.
I don't understand how them dark elves work. That was some agreement between and willingly. That was some weird shit. I liked her old body. She had great curves. I'm kind of hoping we get it back. But
Well,
power is power, and she says she loves me. I know.
Wow.
I hope you don't mind that I went and found you a new mother. I'm not trying to make it awkward. Your mother was a lovely lady, or is still a lovely lady. Ooh, I wonder if your mother's body is unoccupied. That's for another time.
this is a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
But oh my! So I'm just gonna vote. Yeah, we probably should do this trade.
Look, is the only other person here with horns. You don't make deals with the devil.
So that's a vote for no.
You know, I would like to talk to our one that can't really talk right now. Frederick, I'd like him to have a word in this.
If I wake up the Death Knight, it's going to get dirty. Please don't make me wake him up. His father was
It's
enough of a pain in the ass.
unfortunately they work together. So he's really the only way that we can verify that that's still Dixon.
I could try Zone of Truth, but I think you'd have to like willingly accept it.
No, I don't trust Zone of Truth.
As you're saying this, you just see the bird drop back onto the ground. Hey, do whatever you have to do to decide if he's real or not. I'm just done with this negotiation. So you have 5 minutes before I kill the bird, kill all of you, and take back my wife to be unwilling on your side.
Okay, we'll
I'm-
get back to you in a few minutes.
I'm just gonna cast Zone of Truth on Dixon.
Dixon's laying on the ground and just... What do you need to know?
Are you the real Dixon?
There's only one Dixon. And it is
Hey.
me.
I just want Ridrick to take a look at him.
And do I know that he's telling the truth? Did I know if he passed the resist or not?
Give me an arcane check.
Well, it says I know if they make the saving throw.
Oh, no, he gave up. He willingly told you.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I know that he's absolutely telling the truth.
See, do I really have to wake up the black tiefling?
You know, there's pretty much no way he could have lied, so...
It's a very simple. I just want to know because really we can't make the ultimate decision to trade
As
because he's the property of the Adventurers Corps now.
you see, Velfar just clap his hands, and he's sitting in the cell with Zack, and goes, "Alright, Grumpy, you can talk." As Rigtrick's still looking at the door, and he comes up and goes, "What the hell? Oh, Dixon, you're okay." And he starts sprinting over to him. He goes, "My friend, I'm glad you're alright. What had happened?" "I don't know. Where am I? Was it the Tabaxi women again? They always have the roughest nights." Are you guys gonna ask Rigtrick anything? He has.
So Ridrick, don't get mad. But
Well, that is the worst possible way you could start this conversation.
I love that. Don't get mad.
what else am I gonna say?
It's just perfect.
We need to know if this is actually Dixon, and you seem to be the perfect person to say. Because
You can't fake Asmarian glow.
okay, so you would be okay with trading Dixon back?
Who are we trading to? Who made an offer?
I just point behind me to the cage.
He looks, and both of them are gone.
Remember, don't be mad.
That's a very important part of this.
Where's the prisoner?
He kind of got stolen, but we got Dixon back. Yay!
Yeah, trade complete. Look at that. Everything worked out amazingly.
Who set standards to an agreement with the devil?
We actually didn't okay the trade. He just kind of took him and left Dixon.
Did you give him an ultimatum?
No, we never said that we accepted the trade. He just kind of took him.
No, but you said you would accept the trade if Ridrick could tell you he was real.
You did say that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess I
you're-
did.
Oh, you did.
I hate dealing with devils.
We did get
Classic.
Dixon back though.
See, that's why us demon-born tieflings are so much better. We're just straight to the point.
Now, Mr. Half God, how did you get paralyzed? That's what I want to know.
Are you talking to Richard?
Yeah.
My father is the... I'm only a little bit. I'm not as strong as my father. I'm powerful. He taught me most of his skills, but when you are dealing with demigods, you can't be very specific on how everything works.
I'm gonna have
Interesting.
Cure Light Wounds on Dixon while this is happening.
Dixon's lying there and he just starts feeling rejuvenated, and you see him drop his hand down and go, "Thank you so much." And he looks at his arm and notices it's all gold, and his eyes get real wide, and you just see him snap back to his midnight blue purplish color. How many people saw that?
We saw your fabulous self.
Shut up.
Also, there may have been a bartender.
No, the bartender didn't see it. He only saw the
Oh, that's true.
feathers of the other person that was dead.
Wait. Was it... Which bar was it?
The one that was right behind the church, or not the church, the courthouse.
Edwin. He's the best goddamn bartender there is in the world.
Yeah, he's
It's
a little. He's not too happy with his bar right now.
You do it.
Oh no, did you guys burn down his bar?
No, the chain demon did. It didn't
Oh,
get burned
fuck.
down.
Down.
Guys, I'm losing
Got
power.
trashed. Oh, you're leaving us?
It's flicked like 3 or 4 times now. Alright, we might have to call this our quitting spot.
Well, we can go ahead and do that, dude. It's only 20 minutes till anyway.
I'm surprised my
Yeah.
computer stayed on that. Like, everything went black and the computer stayed on. I was like, oh. So,
And take a good almost 10 seconds for your power supply to spool down during a power blip.
Yeah.
uh,
So if you're on a UPC, you're usually good for a little bit.
yeah. So pretty much everyone's going around in circles. Dixon's just completely out of it at this point. He doesn't remember anything. You can notice that a lot of his feathers are missing. He's thaumaturging a lot of it on. He's putting the minor illusions. You get that big arcane feel around him as he's trying to make himself look better than he is. I'm just glad I'm not dead. But I'm pretty rough. I talk to you all tomorrow as Redrick just helps him out. And it's just all you guys sitting in Helen's office. So, who's gonna take down this cage?
I don't know.
And that's where we'll end, as you guys decide on how you're gonna take down a prison cell.
And I'm going to close this out by trying to learn Dixon's tune on the guitar.
As you go to do that, as he's walking out, Dixon holds his hand up, and you feel the guitar start shaking in your hand. And it flies off, and
no,
he
I
grabs.
almost hit the string.
And he flies off, and he grabs it and
Next
says,
time.
"I'll teach you later." And he slides it onto his back. So yeah. Sorry, I did a lot of padding on that end because for the next part I want Gary to help pick
Wait, pick what?
where the adventure goes next.
Ah, yeah.
So I kind of padded onto the back side of that.
Seemed okay to me.
Well, pretty much
Seemed
after you
smooth. Didn't seem like you were padding it at all.
well, pretty much after you guys killed the chain devil, I made it all up after that.
That's fine.